Good morning, everyone. I'm going to present some elements concerning the development and perspectives of the Vincentian family, the work of Vincentian family. The last 15 years, there has been a great effort to work together, and we've talked a lot about the Vincentian family, so that we have a greater vision, a better vision of and evaluate, and also make some projects with this work. We'll try to make a small questionnaire with the persons that are working directly with the Vincentian family. Very few have returned to us. We don't have the. We don't want to present a diagnostic with such a great panorama, especially about when you talk about the present situation of the Vincentian family. But even the small amount of responses we got, theirs is very rich, and it could help us to see some things clearly. And with these data we have received, and with other information we've received, and my own experience in this service, I would like to present to you some of the data we have received and some reflections about the Vincentian family. In more than 80 countries of the 5 continents, we have some initiatives of cooperation and unification between the branches of the Vincentian family. This collaboration includes the participation of 60 branches from the Vincentian family and a greater number of people. There is a there's a conscience, a greater conscience of belonging to the family. A family that has the same spiritual heritage about serving the poor and being lived a diversity of forms of organization, services, and spiritual experiences. This diversity and particularity of each branch has its value that we must respect and promote, and helps us understand the richness and the openness and greatness of the Vincentian charism. The organization of the Vincentian family is being developed within a pastoral sense. In the last years, we've seen not great structures and not a great legal at international level. The majority of countries already have a national coordination on the local level and national level. There's diverse initiatives. This consciousness of being family that is growing and is diverse according to the different realities has helped us to develop some initiatives and activities, concrete actions and activities, where we can share and deepen the Vincentian charism, so that we understand the reality of the poor and promote the mutual help and the mutual help in the promotion of the service of the poor. We can say that these activities have produced and produce significant fruit in that Vincentian collaboration. We're going to say some of them: deepening and living the charism and the Vincentian spirituality, growth of the spirit of collaboration and learning of each other from each other and our service to the poor, growth of the knowledge of the poor's reality, the poor, and the realization together of new actions to serve the poor. The support to the lay branches, their development and the knowledge of importance of the laity and the Vincentian missions. There's a greater collaboration in formation, especially in the development of services of accompaniment, realization of groups, realization of joining groups, ecclesial groups, social groups, and governmental groups to serve the poor better. There are fruits, but there are also some difficulties, some challenges that we have to confront for the development of a better and more fruitful action and for the greater union of the Vincentian family. And the responses from our questionnaire, there's many problems and many difficulties we see. We're going to see some of them. We still need more participation and commitment from the different branches and the people involved. Many branches and many people are still closed in their own personal interests and the group's interests. There is a great, there's not much knowledge and indifference, and there's a great indifference of that proposal to collaborate. That sometimes does not reach the bottom of the branches. And there's many situations that are very restricted to a small group. Another problem is formation. It continues to be a great challenge for us so we can deepen the Vincentian family and that together we can find the ways of collaborating and serve the poor. The realization of common projects in serving the poor is still very small. There is a lack of decision from the leaders, and there's a lack of preparation so that we can work together. The interest and the perseverance of that common action, especially responding to the new forms of poverty, and the realization of the methodology of the systemic change are still small. They need to be helped and supported. Another one is there is a lack of human resources and lack of economic resources to promote the collaboration between the branches. There also is difficulties. There is between the work between those who are consecrated and laity. Sometimes the difficulties in recognizing and promoting the value of the laity. Another problem, the collaboration, that spirit collaboration, and the common respect has to grow. Sometimes the small branches are not valued enough. There's much difficulty in the personal relationships. A lot of competition and a desiring power. There's other difficulties in the relationship, the ties with the ecclesial sectors, dioceses, parishes, especially where the Vincentian family is very small and there's a lot of laity. There's more problems there. In the promotion and realization of the collaboration, there's also very many difficult practicals practices. We have a good idea of a collaboration, but in the day-to-day life, there's many difficulties. These elements that we saw are the ones we saw that were more significant or more important from the reports that we got from the questionnaire we sent out. I think that this experience of collaboration between the branches has created a broad and a new horizon where the experiences about this from this fruit and the fruit from this work in common has given us new challenges. I see five new challenges. First of all, the family, the action from the Vincentian family, is a true process, historical process of revitalization of the Vincentian vocation. It is a fruitful reality and a very promising proposal. We have to animate it, assume it, deepen it, and it has to be made more concrete by all. It's an horizon to still be dreamed and look for the revitalization of all the Vincentian mission. By this conviction, it's important, a very decided will, political will, especially from the members of the family, so that we may promote effectively this collaboration and liberate or free the resources of human resources, the economical resources, so we can develop the Vincentian family. The second challenge from this common ideal and with that consciousness of the mutual collaboration is necessary to broaden and deepen the participation and the organization of the Vincentian family. Experience has taught us that when we promote the consciousness of being a family, when we organize the teams of coordination teams at all the levels, and you create mechanisms for that common action, the action of the Vincentian family grows and reaches greater depthness, relevance, and efficiency. This means that we have to have the participation, organization, and respect, and accept each branch. Each branch that has their own frontiers, their own borders, spiritually and institutionally, that must not be destroyed, but enriched. I believe that the rich perspectives to live this common ideal and the possibilities of an broadened action and enriching for the poor are the incentives to confront the difficulties and deepen our collaboration, the organization, and our common work. The third, I believe that the Vincentian family is called to deepen the comprehension and expressions of the charism and also the Vincentian mission, according to the reality and the different calls, needs of the poor. We are living a true change in our era and our move of the world that we need up from deep formation or stronger formation. Our family today is a new space. A space is also a privileged space. It's a new school to deepen and revitalize the Vincentian charism in a learning process, a common learning process of exchanging of knowledge. Each branch offers its own specificity, going farther than its frontiers, its borders, spiritually or institutionally, and that permits a greater comprehension, actualized one, and consistent with the Vincentian charism. This permits that the revitalization of the Vincentian vocation, and it opens, we can see them clearly and prophetically into its nature and its desire, apostolic desire, to work in favor of the poor in the church and in society. The fourth challenge, I think the great challenge is to share and promote the Vincentian charism with the laity. Today, our laity are more true subjects, emergent subjects in the living promotion and revitalization of the congregational charisms. The Vincentian family, the laity, have a significant presence, and that demonstrates us the the power of the charism and its power to convoke. With this effort, the laity have a role of not being consumers, but active subjects in the elaboration of a proper expression or of the charism and the Vincentian spirituality. In that ecclesial perspective of commitment to the poor, with the poor, the sharing and the development of the Vincentian charism with the laity can enrich the church and society. Developing the mission of the Vincentian family as an element of charity and a and witness of the provincial love of God for the poor. In sharing the Vincentian charism with the laity, this needs a special attention among the youth and the women that can help us through a lot to transform and renew the practices and the Vincentian of all the Vincentian organizations. The fifth one, the proposal of the action of the Vincentian family lived on that communion, the church communion, in a relationship with others, the union of our strengths, desires and needs, the promotion and certification of our proposals and projects in that common work within the methodology of the systemic change. And in the light of the practice of St. Vincent, the Vincentian family is challenged to assume this methodology of this systemic change as a strength, an important strength for the growth, the revitalization, and development of the Vincentian charism. To learn well and apply well this methodology in our projects is a challenge for all the Vincentian family. And it's only also a possibility of a creative service, a transforming service that is not conventional. The last point, a specific challenge or specific horizon for the congregation of mission. I believe that the collaboration with the Vincentian family and as Vincentian family, it's for the congregation of mission a rich and challenging horizon for reconfiguration. I'm speaking about collaboration with the Vincentian family and as a Vincentian family. It's very important. We do not only help, we are helped also. Having that the faithful creative fidelity, reconfiguration always tries to translate our charism in attitudes and practical ones and structures, new structures that are adequate for the current situations. The collaboration with the Vincentian family and as the Vincentian family helps us to develop a broader process of interaction, a continuous interaction between the evangelical ideal and historical challenges. In desiring to construct a new way of being, a new historical figure, so that we can live the Vincentian mission. The actions with the Vincentian family and as Vincentian family helps permits the congregation so it can go out of its own world in a humble attitude, be open and work together with the members of the Vincentian family as we look and profound a deepening doctrinal base so that we could understand each other, justify ourselves, and support each other in our being and our acting as Vincentians. Many, we can learn a lot from other Vincentian congregations, and we can learn a lot from the laity. This learning, individually and collectively, helps us have that sense of belonging. It opens and broadens our horizons. It creates new sentiments, our experiences, our feelings, our commitments, and gives us new strength and gives us new expressions in assuming the Vincentian cause to service to the poor. The action with the Vincentian family, I think, permits the congregation better define its place and its role in the church. And for example, again, retaking its traditional work with the Vincentian Popular Missions, developing its ministry information, especially with the laity, intensifying and qualifying its service in the poor, in collaboration with the Vincentian family. I feel that the congregation could situate itself before more in the social and ecclesial camps world as an effective agent in the service of the poor. Open our perspectives to in working with the Vincentian family places the Vincentians, the congregation, in new pastoral places. It opens new horizons for work. This requires a new relationship with other religious, with the laity, for this common work. The novelty and the newness of this collaboration overcomes our conventional practices It goes further, further out of our provincial frontiers, borders, and requires new practices, new methods, new structures in action. The congregation, the work with the Vincentian family gives us a new opportunity to revise our works. We see the new, to deal with the new necessities of formation, the new way to administrate our resources of human and economical. Shows us new forms and expressions that are necessary to put into practice and do efficiently, and dynamics that are open for the collaboration with the Vincentian family to work with the poor. I think that the one path is already being done. What we have done, what has been successful, our challenges and perspectives are already visible, and they're really a call to all us to so we continue to go forth. Thank you.